off-putting when they're trying to think deep thoughts, but because I had no idea what this was all about. But he continuously was just waving his arm and then sort of bring up this idea and so on. I was his orchestra for that hour.
So he decided to wear this business suit, and I discussed it with him, and I said, you know, Glenn, I'm not sure that the public will understand what you're trying to convey, but if you want to do it, go ahead. Which he did, and he was probably the first artist that went out on stage without what was considered then the proper concert attire, but he again was in the forefront of change.
He used to wake up at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and to get himself awake, he used to phone people. And I was one of those people that he phoned. And he'd talk about anything. You know, he just wanted a listening board.
One night he called, and he was babbling on. And it was probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And I fell asleep. As a matter of fact, before I fell asleep, I had stretched out on the rug, and I had the phone there because I'd been sitting in a chair, and I got tired of sitting in the chair. I stretched out, and he was talking, and I wasn't talking at all, and I fell asleep. And the next thing I knew, my son had walked into the room, and he was kicking me on the soles of my feet. And he said, "Wake up, there's somebody on the phone." And it was Glenn, and he was talking away, and I don't know how long I had been sleeping, but I didn't even remember the sequence. He was just, the words were just pouring out.
The phone rang, and as I picked it up, it was Glenn Gould on the other end, and he said, "Hi, this is Glenn Gould, and I feel like talking."
"Mario," he said, "I came across the most marvelous opera for your program." I said, "What is it?" He says, "You know Ernst Krenek?" I said, "Yes, certainly." He said, "I've got this marvelous opera by him." He said, "Wait, I've got the score here. I'll sing it to you." So he sang this entire one-act opera, one-act, two-scene opera over the telephone in his not very pleasant voice.
He was very much involved with himself. You know, he didn't think of what others had to do or their responsibilities. You know, he was consumed with what he was doing and his own things.
His will was that he left half of his estate to the SPCA, Society for the Prevention of Cruelties to Animals, and the other half to the Salvation Army.
Yes, getting 318 back from Ottawa to tune for the conservatory, when I was phoned up about it, I thought, should I do this? I thought, no, I'm going to do it just for old time's sake. And when I got working on 318 again and cleaned it up and tuned it and worked on the action a bit, it felt good. So I guess I'd miss him. I miss his intelligent comments, and I miss listening to his 20 questions, not particularly to me, but he was, I'll tell you one thing. Today I had a customer phone me up and say, "Can you come tomorrow to tune my piano?" Glenn Gould used to give me 2 or 3 months' notice, and I respected that. And I'm very thankful for knowing him.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you
Hello, Mr. Gould. Do you want the usual?
Yes, if you'd be so kind.
Yeah, I agree. For instance, one time up by the reptile house, you know where that is, up near Prairie Sound, I see this hippie type thumbing a ride. Long hair up to here. I figured I'd pick him up anyway, keep me entertained for a while, because I'm going all night. Keep me awake. Only when I picked him up, it turns out it wasn't a hippie at all. It was a girl, a young girl. And I mean pretty like you never seen. So I says to her, what the hell you doing out here all by yourself, eh? And 100 miles down the road, I got her whole life story. Seems like she had a fight with her boyfriend. They broke up. Then she had a fight with her parents and decided to run away from home.
Janet.
Generation gap or whatever the hell it was.
Janet, viens t'asseoir. C'est pas le moment, mais faut que je te parle.
100 miles later, she's curled up next to me.
Ils vont changer ma route, je passerai plus par
Toronto. Cried herself to sleep.
Je passerai plus par ici.
I looked down at this sweet little 16-year-old thing.
3 ans sur la même route, c'est quand même pas
And
pire.
you know what I did? I turned my rig around.
Tu sais combien de fois je suis venu
And I
ici?
took her straight home.
Je les ai comptés.
Right to her house, right
Avec
to the front
aujourd'hui, ça
door.
fait 156 fois.
Should have seen the look on her parents' face.
$50, pal. 5
Au revoir.
They screwed us, man. Damn
Big
in black.
18-wheeler.